Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. Okay, so I'm playing around with my camera. I'm sorry if it makes you want to puke, but here's what's happening. I, I had issues, not the last video, but the video before that, with my camera going back and forth out of focus, and everything is so automatic that I can't figure out how to change the focus settings to make them be more gentle, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to play around here. All right. So this is hashtag Top Tarot Trumps by our beloved Masha at Musings by Masha. And this is the Wheel, Arcanum 10. And you have here from Tarot of the Dead. I don't have the whole deck out here. This is Tarot of the Dead. And I kind of like this as the wheel because I like the idea of it being a thing that turns, a thing that moves forward. And you got your Scully guy there, and he is moving it forward. This is a part of the tarot meaning of the wheel. You have your serpent on the one side that's going down and your bugs on the other side that are coming up. But this guy here has got his feet on the pedal and he is turning with his will, the wheel of fortune. Okay? Can we have a video without supernatural in it? I don't know. Uh, so this is the Wheel of Fortune from Supernatural. And what you have here inside this this circular kind of talisman is the rabbit's foot. And the rabbit's foot is an interesting icon for the Wheel of Fortune in the Supernatural Tarot, because the rabbit's foot is something that everybody wants because it can grant your wishes. If you wish to be the richest man, it will grant it. If you wish to be the most powerful magician, it will grant it. However, as we know from the legend of the genie, this rabbit's foot, after it grants your wish, will begin to deteriorate. So that wheel will turn and the wish that you wished for will begin to destroy you. Not only that, but you got a bunch of people chasing after you because they also want this fabulous wish granting piece of equipment, right? So be careful what you wish for. We have here the beautiful, beautiful Wheel of Fortune card from the Crystal Skull Tarot. This is by Jessie Driscoll, and it's just pretty. I just love it. You got your central rose quartz. This is the heart of the wheel. And again, it's about that will, that inner knowing yourself. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is 10, but it is one of kind of three very circular cards in the tarot. The first of which is the Fool. And with the Fool, it's that very center bit. The Fool has just learned about himself. He is looking at everything from that central inner. We all have kind of tunnel vision, right? We see things from our own perspective. Then the Wheel of Fortune, which is how that perspective works outward. Okay, so everything is centrifugal. Our planet is centrifugal. Our brain is centrifugal. The seasons move around. The planets move around the sun. Everything moves around. So that center rose quartz is us, and then it moves out, right? And then you got the four um, cardinal signs of the zodiac, the four angels, the four seasons, the four things. But look how pretty that yarn is with the crystal skulls. Oh, gotta love it. I really love this card. Okay, this is Playful Heart Tarot by Zara Kitten Tops, and I wanted to make sure that I had at least one card that showed the seasons. So you have winter, you have fall, you have spring, and you have summer. Okay. I also particularly love that this wheel is a color wheel. It just, the color wheel is in everything, right? If you think of another circle, the iris of the eye, everything that comes through our eye and goes into our brain is, I want to say colored by, but is affected by the colors that we see. I just particularly love this. And again, there it is, that little central pink heart, and then the owl on top of her head, which is the higher learning, right? Our higher self. If we go outside of our own cave-like visual of the rest of the world, then we can empathize with others. We can see how they feel and how they also are affected by our actions. All right. Okay. Who doesn't love a fortune teller card, right? So this is Baba Studios Bohemian Gothic, and it's the fortune teller card. I think this is very interesting because when you are getting or giving a divinatory reading, it is both parties have to be active. Both the querent and the reader need to understand what they're getting into, right? So the reader needs to open themselves up and receive that connection from the other person. The person is coming to you, they're asking you a question, they are hoping to get some kind of good advice, right, that they can use. However, understand when you get a reading from a reader, that reader is a filter. You're getting a reading filtered through their experience, their life, their pain, their reaction. It is going to have an effect. So remember, when that reader tells you this is going to happen and this may be the next thing and try this and do that, remember that they are filtering it through their own experience, and you have to take that with a grain of salt. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune from the Masonic Tarot, or Tarot Mechanique. And it is full of all the good stuff. Look at that that supernal triangle there. Yeah. Okay. So we've got all kinds of stuff here. We've got the dance between Shakti and Shiva that keeps the wheel moving. We've got the alligator guy what is it? Um, the blend between Mercury and the Egyptian god, right? Kether, which is the the beginning, the aces, the seed of um, everything, the nothingness from which we all come, all the way down to the bottom of the card where we have Malkuth, which is the earth, where we finally become aware. And this um, wheel of fortune is moving around. It's in constant motion. If there is anything that is sure, it is that change is constant, right? So, yeah, Masonic Tarot, man, full of stuff, full of all the things. Yeah, man. Okay, so here we have the Wheel of Life from Benebell Wynn's Spirit Keepers Tarot. This is the latest printing. And you have on the four corners, we've got the four different gems that she has that apply to the different air, water, earth, fire. Okay. Then we have the desert of Egypt, the pyramids of Giza in the background. All right. Which goes with the Sphinx there at the top. The Sphinx is turning the wheel, right? And I kind of like the way she did this reflective thing. It's reflective, but it's not quite reflective. There's something a little different going on the top than there is on the bottom. Okay. Then the wheel itself, first we have the zodiac, we have the stages of the moon. I forget what that Latin saying is, but it's probably something like the wheel always turns. Okay. Then on the inside there, the very inside, you have the Philosopher's Stone. And it is made up, the very tiniest bits there, with mercury, sulfur, and salt. The three basic ingredients you need to start the alchemical process. Okay, and I'm going to end with a banger. All right, this is from the Tabula Mundi by Emma Moline. She has a new deck, Telos, something like that. Oh my God, it's Kickstarter. Emma Moline, go check it out. All right, so we have here the Vajra. We've got the owl here at the top. The three-eyed owl. Let's see. All right, here I'm gonna read from the book because I can't do this justice. You look at the weaving on the side, the threads of fate being woven. Ah, so good. The wheel here has Guna, Trinity, the crowned three-eyed barn owl clutching a sword in the position of the Sphinx or Vishnu or Sulfur. At the top of the wheel, the owl stands elevated, at least for now. The ring-tailed lemur, clutching the carpenter's square, climbs the wheel as a stand-in for Hermanubis. That was what I was trying to remember. Hermanubis, Brahma, or Mercury. The dog monkey god, combining the attributes of Hermes and Anubis, both with similar roles as conductors of souls, and is the messenger of Jupiter. The hand serpent, writing the zero to complete the phi symbol, is the typhonic beast Shiva salt, wrapped around and counterbalancing the other side. This symbol is itself a wheel, an axle within a circle, or nothing split by unity. Typhon writes out the equation and opens the eye of Shiva. The mythology of the story of the battle of Zeus, Typhon, and Hermes seems to have some parallels. Okay, so you can see why I didn't have it in me to remember all that. However, we end again with a useful, this is a spinning wheel. It's a spinning wheel, y'all, with a weaving on the side. So good. Love me some Tabula Mundi and MM Moline. If you made it through this, I appreciate. Thank you for coming.